the Brown of the Case Institute of Technology. It was funny on Friday night, Brendan, you pointed out that Brandeis looked very much like Case usually does when Case plays at home, because Brandeis had similar colors, and they, of course, wore white, and the Case Red Cats, or that night, the Western Reserve Red Cats, were in deep red uniforms. There's the center jump. NYU will control, and the Violets will start on offense.
You know, I think I'm most excited to see the ability for guys on the floor to get to the basket here today. 5 of the top 15 scorers in the league are on the floor right now. 3 of them for the Violets, and one of them there is an excellent scorer, Evan Kupferberg, with the first bucket of the game.
Kupferberg averaging 17 points per game this season. This is Holman for Case. Now it's McLaughlin with it. He'll hand it off to Julian Person.
Most of the time you'll see the Violets in a man-to-man, but occasionally they'll drop back into a zone look.
3 rattled out for Jimmy Holman. Here come the Violets the other way. Blocked by Dane McLaughlin and Julian Person. They're going to call it a jump ball. And the possession arrow will go to Case. For Person, he almost leads this team in block shots. Thompson has that honor, but Julian's not far off. That was his 25th block of the season.
And Person went down awfully hard there and needed a hand to get up. Just gave referee Chris Nelson a thumbs up to say I'm good, but we'll keep an eye on that because he hit the floor pretty hard right on his on the flat of his back.
Well, we saw on Friday night early on Moten for Brandeis hit the floor hard, came down on somebody's foot.
That's right, in the opening minute.
This is Chung for 3, and Tim Chung picks up just where he left off on Friday night.
League leading 53 three-pointers now for Timmy Chung, and boy, the Spartans really need to continue to have his success from beyond the arc this season if they're going to continue to win.
Burns with a feed inside, working inside as Kupferberg kicks it back out. They're going to swing it in front of that Case bench. Patience on offense for NYU. 3's in the air. Came down. The rebound goes to Kupferberg. Ball fake. Shot blocked by Thompson. Picked up by McLaughlin. That's the lefty. And there's a 3. Love watching him shoot. There's something about left-handers. In baseball, the same thing. I remember Will Clark's swing always seemed so perfect for the Giants. Left-handers, the same thing with that stroke, that left-handed stroke.
I don't know. Probably the best left-handed pitcher I've ever seen was Randy Johnson. He was the same way, watching him throw the ball.
Nice feed inside and a baseline drive by Patrick Burns.
That's right. I mean, you look at it from a golf perspective, too. I mean, Phil Mickelson and Bubba Watson are 2 of the best golfers in the world, and you love watching them swing, too.
You know, there's got to be something to that. I don't think it's just, our imagination or simple observation. So it's 6-4 Case early on. 2 3-pointers have given Case the early lead. Tim Chung and Dane McLaughlin have hit them both. Chung with a ball fake, runs into trouble. Thompson off the roll. Now it's Holman with the basketball. Gets that high screen from David Thompson. Nice crossover. Off the glass, wouldn't roll in. Kupferberg comes up with the loose ball. Here comes NYU the other way. It's Ralby. Ralby looking inside. Going to kick it out to Tana. Now they go into Kupferberg. Nice little move by Kupferberg. Missed a shot, but Kostas Gontikas was there for the rebound.
Well, so far, NYU hasn't done anything crazy on the offensive side. They're working inside out. You saw Kupferberg one time in the bottom of the key look to try to go up with it. When he didn't have anything, he would kick it back outside just to work it back in again. So I think that's something that you'll see some good repetition from New York here throughout the game.
Timmy Chung just lost the basketball. Brendan, I think Chung was absolutely surprised when he went around that high screen that there was nobody in the lane. It was the Red Sea parting for him, and he wasn't expecting it.
Caught him off guard.
You know, one of the things I've noticed early on here in this offensive set actually the defensive set for Case is they pay an awful lot of attention inside to Kupferberg, and that has opened up the backside for NYU.
Well, and especially a guy with 6'9", 240-pound stature, and Kostas Gontikas.
Ralby spots up.
Ralby runs the point for this offense, and sometimes it can be a little bit deceiving. Tana gets out there, and he can certainly run it as well, but Ralby is definitely the point guard.
Chung, after the high screen, is going to miss that one right. NYU has owned the board so far in this game. Inside, Kostas Gontikas. No, that was Kupferberg with it.
Well, not only have they owned the boards this game, but they are the best rebounding team in the conference, plus 11, almost plus 12 on the glass on average for New York University throughout the year. So they certainly use that to their advantage, and with a guy like Gontikas and Kupferberg underneath.
Violets on an 8-0 run.
Not hard to imagine why.
Nope. Dane McLaughlin uses the window nicely.
Well, the other thing you're going to see from NYU, kind of piggybacking off the idea that they go inside, they really don't like to shoot the ball from beyond the perimeter. They're the worst three-point shooting team in the UAA, but they are also the best defensive three-point team in the UAA. So not usually a flurry of three-pointers in games with NYU, so how fitting that we would have 2 threes from Case to start it from them.
Yeah, they shoot 31% from the three-point line, NYU does, and they defend it at exactly that as well. Thinking about the three. Now it's Tana. Works it inside to Gontikas. Little soft left-handed hook. Missed it. David Thompson with the rebound. Case led 6-2. NYU went on an 8-0 run, and Case trying to tie it up. That shot goes in and out by Jimmy Holman.
Even though Case's offensive possessions have usually, at least early on here, resulted in shots pretty early in the shot clock, that's okay because they've had pretty good looks at the basket. They just haven't finished them all.
Gontikas, Kostas Gontikas from Athens, Greece with his 4th point. It's a 4-point lead for the Violets. Chung running that baseline. Does that very well. Gets those screens down on the blocks. Pops out for an open look. 8 seconds to shoot for Case. Chung finds Julian Person, in and out. Ralby with a feed. Laid up and good. That was Kupferberg. He's got 6. Largest lead of the early game here. It's 14-8 NYU. Holman to Thompson, a wide open 8-footer. David missed it. Tipped by McLaughlin, won't go. And here come the Violets. Tana working against Chung. Now they're going to swing it to the other side. This is Burns, Gontikas, back to Tana. Good ball movement. Kupferberg inside. And he drew the foul.
Wow, is he athletic. He gets whatever he wants in the paint. I mean, you can just tell the way he's been bullying around. That time he got Julian Person, but David Thompson was right there too. Kupferberg, obviously a hard-working guy in the low post, but a little bit undersized compared to a guy like Person or Thompson, but he can certainly hold his own.
Kupferberg will get 2 free throws. 66% free throw shooter on the season. Checking in for NYU, 2 players off the bench. Yoha Ago is now in, a junior guard from New York City. And then also joining in is Alec Papish from right here in Cleveland at St. Ignatius High School. Papish wears number 32. Connor Adele has checked in for Case, just passed the ball to McLaughlin. They're going to swing it out to Holman. It is 16-8, NYU with a 8-point lead. Need it. Timmy Chung delivers. He's got 6, both threes. Chung's got 54 threes on the season, leads the team. You mentioned that NYU wasn't a big three-point shooting team. They have 81 as a team. Chung's got 54 all by himself, and they missed that look.
Not a bad look from Ago, but again, not a good three-point shooting team. And Case, with 4 of them now early on, their shooting from distance has single-handedly kept them in this game.
2 players have scored for Case. McLaughlin's got 8, Chung's got 6, and between them, they've got 4 threes. Actually, yeah, 4 threes. Good feed. Papish is going to work it in front of that Case bench. This is Kupferberg working against Adele. Doubled down with Julian Person. Almost threw it out of bounds. Chung almost stole it. and Brendan is up off his seat, and he's nearly in the stands. Little gun shy from Friday night
you know.
when Brendan and I got hit like a linebacker. You move well for a college graduate.
Being down on the floor and having been hit multiple times, leaping over the scores table, that'll do it to you. At some point, you just got to learn, I guess.
Tana with a left-handed layup, drew the foul. Connor Adell fouled him.
Did your scorebook dry out yet?
It's dry, but anybody that's ever gotten a piece of paper wet knows how it dries. It's like very crumbly. But you know what? That'll always remind me of that moment against the Brandeis judges. That was Robinson Vilmont and who was it for the Case Spartans that came into the scorers table?
It might have been Alvarez.
Might have been. They hit it hard.
I'll be honest. Yeah. I was more in protection mode than recognition mode.
This is Ryan Tana at the foul line. And Tana splits him.
Good press here from NYU. This is a different look. Been in man all game, but now changing it up a little bit. I expect they'll probably play a little bit better perimeter defense, considering Case has hit 4 3-pointers early on.
Chung did a nice job of keeping that possession when he slipped on the floor. Beautiful feed to Adell. Nice ball fake. Connor just flat out missed it. David Thompson gets it. Adell one more time. Connor triple teamed inside. A whistle and a foul. Boy, Connor Adell had a lot of extra effort on that possession.
Good strong fight from him. Foul's going to go, I believe, against Adam Zhu, the junior forward from Hong Kong.
Love the names on this NYU team.
It's
Brendan and I spent an extra 15 minutes just going over pronunciations. We hope we've got them right.
I really hope that freshman from Avon, Connecticut, Romas Marcinkevičius comes off the bench.
It's just fun to say. Tana steals it from Chung. Tana on the break, left-handed layup, rolled out. Connor Adell with a rebound. Spartans down 3. It's 17-14, very early. We're about 8.5 minutes gone in this basketball game. This is the left-hander. He's hit 2, misses that one right. Thompson fights for the rebound. Ball goes off David out of bounds.
Case led it briefly, 6-2 and 6-4. And they've been playing from behind ever since, but Tim Chung going to get a rest here. Person comes back in the ball game after some good minutes from Timmy Chung.
There's Julian Person.
McLaughlin and Chung are the top 2 players in the conference in minutes per game. Chung at 32, McLaughlin 34 a game.
Ago between the circles, now it's Ralby. Ago back between the circles. Top of the key 3, that was a long one.
NBA range from Yoha Ago.
Yoha Ago with his first basket. Leads back to 6, it's 20-14. Violets with the lead. This is Person, pulls up, looks good, and it is.
Both of these teams shooting with a lot of confidence right now. You can just tell in the way that they release the ball quickly and the way their legs are being kept underneath them, squaring their shoulders to the basket.
Feed inside. Another 3, this one's short. Adell with a rebound off to Julian Person.
I think this is where David Thompson and Connor Adell could play a really big key, because this is definitely a smaller lineup right now for NYU with no Kupferberg or Gontikas in there.
McLaughlin from 15 feet, good. Dane McLaughlin, he's got 10 first half points, Brendan.
It would be great to continue to see him play well.
NYU working it on the perimeter.
Excellent.
Feeding it inside to Papish. Shot was missed. Adell with the rebound, loses it. But his tall timber teammate was there to pick him up.
Great defensive rotations. Person came in and stepped in the passing lane a little bit and was able to jar it loose.
This is McLaughlin off a high screen. Boy, keep feeding the ball to that young man. He's got 12. Joe Nesci wants a timeout. Game's tied. 9:22 left in the opening half. We'll be back.
This year, Qdoba will cater like 10,000 parties.
Where? When? I'm there.
Well, these parties are hypothetical. I was just talking about Qdoba catering. Hot taco bars with fire-grilled chicken and marinated steak, flour tortillas and taco shells. You'll also get their hand-smashed guacamole, cheese, sour cream, lettuce, and salsa. They'll deliver to your home or office, and they'll even set it up.
Can I bring a guest?
Oh, boy. Visit Qdoba.com today for more information about Qdoba catering. Qdoba Mexican Grill. More to explore.
The Violets a little bit stunned, called the timeout. They were up 16-8. Case on a 12-4 run since that point. The game's tied at 20.
We talked off the air just for a second here about McLaughlin and how he's starting to heat up. And you said that was really the player he was primarily all last year. He didn't just show flashes of it. He was a little bit more consistent. And if he can continue to score like this throughout the day, he could have himself a career day.
Tana with a nice crossover dribble. Try to get it into Kupferberg. Ball's loose. Kupferberg somehow comes up with it. Gontikas went up and over David Thompson, then he stepped out of bounds.
Well, if you couldn't tell early on why they lead the conference in rebounding, there was a pretty good example of it there. Even when he didn't have positioning, Kostas Gontikas went up strong and ripped it away from David Thompson, who leads the conference individually in rebounding.
They average 11 more rebounds per game than their opponent, NYU. That's Joe Nesci talking it over with the official. It is. Per game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's Javi Alvarez. Well, we've loved watching him play this year. The young freshman Alvarez from Coral Gables, Florida. He has the confidence of the coaching staff because they play him a lot. This is Thompson and Adele both in the game at the same time. David banging inside, soft right hand hook. He got fouled. They'll shoot two at the line. Fouls on Kostas Gontikas, and it's his first, team third for NYU.
How about this? Not only, I just had to do a quick check because I'm thinking 11, a plus 11.5 rebounding margin per game has to be pretty high nationally on top of just in the conference. Try number one.
Really?
They have the number one rebounding margin in the country.
So Case has their work cut out for them today. Thompson split them. David's first points. Interesting, his first point coming almost 12 minutes into this basketball game.
Well, he hasn't touched the ball that much. Chung and McLaughlin have done virtually all the scoring.
McLaughlin has 12, Chung's got 6. The only other player to score is Julian Person from the field. Thompson's got that one free throw. Ball will stay with the Violets. They'll have 19 seconds to shoot. Tana with a high screen from Kupferberg. Crossed over, drew the defense. Good rotation. That was a LeBron crab dribble there. Not only did he hold it and cup it, but he took 2 hops with it.
We saw that on Friday night. It got whistled, I guess.
In the girls' game.
Somebody turned their head away this time.
Yoha Ago with his 5th point. This is Person, double team out top. Alvarez into Adele, ball's loose. Gontikas comes up with it. Again, Ago for 3. Well, he has been instant offense off the bench. He's got 8 points.
Couple of 3 balls for him. Was 3rd on the team in shooting 3-pointers this season entering today, but clearly the hottest hand right now for NYU.
Person on the drive, missed it badly. Here comes Rawlby the other way. Rawlby controls, kicks it off. That's a 3 from Tana. Missed it long, and Person comes down, stays inbounds. Here comes Javi Alvarez for Case. Spartans down 4. We're 13 minutes gone in the opening half. Case wearing the brown uniforms as Alvarez shoots a 3. He missed it, and Gontikas comes up with a rebound. Case honoring the Case Institute of Technology today, and that's a layup on a break. Shot partially blocked, I think, by David Thompson that time. Altered the layup by Ryan Tana.
Well, both these two teams have shot the 3-ball well early on, and that was not something we expected in the outset. They've combined for 6 3-pointers so far.
They're going to get Kupferberg with a foul. Connor Adell had a step on him, and he was going to take about 3 more steps and slam it on the right baseline, and Kupferberg did a nice job of just holding him up a little bit and preventing an easy bucket. So Alvarez and Adell will check out. Tim Chung is back in the game for Case along with Jimmy Holman. That's McLaughlin off the inbound, and he was fouled. He's got 14 points.
He's in some kind of zone, Ron.
Catch and shoot.
Yeah. That's probably the hardest catch and shoot, and to make it with a foul on the baseline where you're not in a great position.
And he's opposite hand on that side of the baseline.
Yeah, and shooting from the right side. You're exactly right. That was an impressive play. Let's see if he can finish it off. Well, of course he does.
McLaughlin's got 15 of Case's 24 first half points. Kupferberg from 17 feet, missed it. Gontikas went up and over McLaughlin, came down with a rebound, and boy, he traveled with the ball. He did a barrel roll, you know, stop, drop, and roll like they teach the elementary kids when there's a fire in the house. Foul's on Jimmy Holman. Case coaching staff is...
I don't think they're too thrilled.
Interested to know why. I mean, NYU has Central Park, and they feel that if you're going to take a walk in the park, it should stay in the park and not on the basketball floor.
That's right.
Gontikas with a soft right-handed hook. Missed it.
Nice job by Person there just to tip it back to Chung and keep it in play.
Because Kupferberg was giving Thompson all sorts of trouble. You're right, Brendan. Watching Kupferberg and Gontikas use their body and their strength and their positioning underneath to get those rebounds, it's really impressive. They are oftentimes out of position, but still get an opportunity at pulling it down.
They're very, very athletic.
Chung thought about it. Now he'll take it. And he'll make it.
I'm pretty sure he just yelled, "Why do you leave me open?" as he came back down the floor.
He's got 9. All 3 of them are threes.
Yeah.
Case on a 6-0 run. This has been a game of runs. Kupferberg inside, doubled up. They swing it. Kupferberg did a nice job of finding the open man that time. Boy, not only can he score, but he can see the floor as well. That's Ralby with a 3. He got doubled down. They came from the backside, doubled him on the back end, and he found the open guy on that backside.
He is probably the best player in the conference that I've seen so far, other than maybe David Thompson.
Thompson with a hook. Missed it. Ralby with the rebound.
Now, I wasn't here for the Wash U game, but Kupferberg is certainly making his case for first team all-conference. The guy's averaging 17 points and almost 10 rebounds a game as a small forward.
Thompson's first foul. Kupferberg will go to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2. He is 2 of 2 from the line this afternoon. Kupferberg has 8. He'll look to go to double digits. Substitutions on the floor. Connor Adell will check in for Dane McLaughlin. So Case will stay with that twin tower rotation of Thompson and Adell on the floor. And the reason being, obviously, is what Brendan has talked about at great length, that rebounding advantage that NYU has had over everybody this year. Every game's a different matchup. You know, it's how you match up against certain opponents. And Sean McDonald has definitely put the 5 guys on the floor most of the times that he feels match up against this NYU, against the NYU length. Only once did they take those guys out, and Case had a slight height advantage.
And it wasn't long before NYU went back to their stronger suit.
Chung made it, but not going to count. David Thompson with a blocking foul. That's his second in about the last 30 seconds. And Dane McLaughlin's going to check in for David Thompson.
I don't mind that substitution because I don't want McLaughlin on the bench right now.
No, I mean, he's got 15 points. The only reason for him being there is maybe to, catch his breath. This is Rawlby.
Well, and you can afford to do it right now with Gontikas not in there. McLaughlin can go size up with Alec Papish, who is pretty good sized himself. I don't want to take anything away from the 6'6", 220 freshman from St. Ignatius High School, but McLaughlin certainly matches up better with him than he would with the 6'9", 240 Gontikas.
Rawlby's going to kick it out to Kupferberg.
I like the tempo that Rawlby plays at, too. You can really understand that he has a good understanding of the offense.
That's a 3 from Tana, and he made it.
Well, he's one of the top 5 assist leaders in the conference as well, and I'm sure when his teammates hit shots like Ryan Tana just did, that'll help those stats.
They're on an 8-0 run. I said it was a game of runs. Case was up 27-25 on a run of their own, and then NYU has come right back. Chung, nice feed out to Adele. Connor shoots a 3, missed it left. 3:20 left in the opening half. Kupferberg with a hesitation dribble. Shot was blocked by Adele. Chung comes up with it, fouled in the backcourt by Kupferberg, and that's his second.
Timmy Chung with a nice big smile, and that's
he just said to us, "You like my flop?"
Job.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say I think he sold that one a little bit. But hey, he bought a foul on the best player of the other team,
floor,
so
yeah.
that's not a complaint.
That's what Neshi wants to know. Joe's in his 27th year at NYU, 26th year.
Don't you love a guy that plays with that kind of energy and enthusiasm? Just a love for the game. Tim Chung, what a fun kid to watch.
Chung will shoot the 3. Missed it. Long ball out, and it will go NYU's way. Nobody touched it. Good defensive set that time by the Violets. Timmy Chung's got 9 points, 3 threes.
Well, Case has not really looked to do anything other than shoot a 3 the last couple times down the floor. I think they're going to try to change up their looks just a little bit, just to keep this NYU Violet defense honest.
Rawlby and Tana out top. Now they're going to work it inside. Kicking it back to Burns. Another 3. But we got to recheck our stats on their threes. They were shooting 31% coming into this game. Had made only 81 threes in 17 games. But they have found their place here at Horsburgh Gymnasium.
I mean, averaging just 4.8 three-pointers per game. They've got more than that in the first half.
Person got clotheslined. Fouls on Burns, that's his first. 7th team foul, so Julian Person will be in the bonus. He'll shoot 1 and 1.
I know that was an aggressive play. Burns not a dirty player, but he is definitely one of their more scrappy guys, and he's going to check out here on the floor real quick.
Check it, it's Patrick Burns' second foul.
Well, Julian Person is a pretty solid free throw shooter at 86%, so this is a guy you'd like to have at the line, and right on cue, he rims it out.
They needed those points. They're down 6. They haven't scored in almost 4 minutes, Case. This is McLaughlin with defense against Papish. Shot's good. Going to call it a charge, so the shot will not count. Foul's going to go against Alec Papish. That's his first foul, player control foul.
And the last Case basket was Tim Chung's three-pointer that gave the Spartans a 27-25 lead. That was at the 5:23 mark, so into the 4th minute now of no points. And you got to be careful. NYU has built up a comfortable zone here before halftime, but Holman puts an end to it.
Jimmy did a nice job at dribbling around that Connor Adele high screen, created an opening for himself and made it count. Tana with a soft one, won't roll. Thompson fighting for it, ball still loose. NYU saves it, Rawlby all the way near midcourt.
It was a great backside look by Papish to hit the teammate of his, Adam Zhu, on the baseline as he cut through, but just unable to be handled.
So we're approaching the 60-second mark in this opening half. It's been an entertaining one, that's for sure. NYU over the last 4 minutes has kind of taken control of this game, but certainly Case is still within reach. Person gets his shot blocked. Here comes Tana the other way. Gets it off to Gontikas. He was fouled on purpose by Jimmy Holman. So they're going to send the big man to the foul line.
And a good job by Holman. If you're going to foul him in that fast break, don't let him score. And Gontikas going to the free throw line where he is only 38 of 60 on the year. That's just 63%.
Gontikas, 6'9", 240 pounds from Athens, Greece. He's got 5.
Now, he's one of those players that when he's on the floor, it doesn't necessarily matter if he's contributing on the scoreboard, even though he typically does at around 13 a game. It's just his presence in the low post that totally changes the way you have to approach defense, especially if they start shooting threes the way they have.
Well, and the free throws. They're a 65% free throw shooting team, but they're 7 of 8 in this opening half against Case. Spartans are down 9. It matches the largest deficit of the first half. All this has happened in the last 4 minutes of this first half. Chung missed it. Adele with the rebound. Shot back up. Rolled out. Can you believe it? Person kicks it out. McLaughlin for 3. He's got 18 points.
How do you not smile when you look at him?
Boy, they needed
goodness.
that. Now they need a stop.
Big shot there. Shot clock turned off.
15 seconds left in the half. Boy, if the Spartans can pull a stop here, they'll go into halftime just down only 6. This is Papish working against Adele. Got the shot in the foul. That hurt.
That brought the Violets bench to life.
Six seconds are left. And the 3 matches Case's 3, so the lead's back to 9. This is Alvarez quickly on the break. Hobby goes all the way in, lays it up, missed it. And there's the halftime buzzer.